high load crossing for Williams percent range indicator, which is available for various platforms on the TradingFinder website. Traders can conveniently download the indicator file for both MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms. To learn more about how the indicator works as well as its full range of functionality, they can refer to this page for additional details. From the Navigator section, we select the indicator file, and by dragging the file onto the chart, we run the indicator. Once the indicator is running on the chart, it starts detecting and displaying trading positions on the chart. The high-low crossing for Williams percent range indicator is a special and practical tool that, using the Williams percent range, ATR, and also moving average indicators, along with its internal calculations, generates buy and sell signals. Ultimately, it displays the stop-loss levels, take profit, and entry point on the chart. Traders, who are individuals or entities actively participating in the financial markets, can identify a variety of trading opportunities based on the specific signals that are generated and displayed directly on the chart. These signals serve as important indicators and can help traders decide when to enter buy or sell positions in the market. When buy signals are issued, a blue marker appears on the chart, which serves as a clear and visual buy signal for entering a trade. In addition to this, an entry trigger is also displayed on the chart, providing further confirmation for the trade. Traders have the option to either enter the trade immediately based on the buy signal, or they can choose to wait for the price to reach the trigger level and then enter a buy position in the market. They can set their stop-loss behind the level indicated by the indicator, which is visually shown as a series of green dots on the chart, and they can also set their take profit based on the blue points that are displayed on the chart. Alternatively, after entering a position, traders can remain in the trade until an opposite signal is generated, indicating a potential reversal in market direction. Here, in this specific example, we see that a buy signal has been issued, our trigger is located in this area, and on this particular candle, we can enter a buy position. We can set our stop loss at this point and use the green dots to trail the stop on the chart, staying in the trade until an opposite signal is generated. Similarly, in another section of the chart, we observe that a sell signal has been issued, our entry trigger is at this point, and based on this candle, we can enter a sell position. We set our stop loss behind the range and on the red dots, and we can set our take profit based on the purple points, or remain in the trade until an opposite signal is generated, just as we did with the buy position. This systematic approach allows traders to manage their trades effectively, using visual cues and signals provided by the chart to make informed decisions at every step of the trading process. We can also reduce risk and avoid signals that go against the trend and carry higher risk by only entering trades in the direction of the market trend. For example, in this particular scenario, here the price is making higher highs and higher lows, so we only enter trades based on buy signals and ignore sell signals. And here, in this other situation, we see that the price is making lower highs and lower lows, so we only enter trades based on sell signals and ignore buy signals. In the settings section under inputs, there are several different options available to us. In the very first input, we can set the period for identifying extremums or the highs and lows, which we can specify here according to our preferences. The longer this period, the fewer signals will be generated, but they will be more reliable and trustworthy. Conversely, the shorter this period, the more signals will be generated, but they will be less reliable and potentially more prone to false signals. In the next parameter, we can specify the length of the moving average calculation period, which determines how many data points are used in the calculation. In the following input, we can set the entry point distance from the time the signal is generated, which we can adjust based on the symbol we are trading and its specific time frame. In the next parameter, we can set the length of the ATR, or average true range, calculation period, which is used to measure market volatility. In the following parameter, we can adjust the multiplier used in the calculation of the entry point, take profit, and stop loss. This multiplier can also be changed based on the trading symbol and our chosen time frame. In the next parameter, we can set the length of the Williams percent range, or WPR, calculation period, which is another technical indicator. In the following input, we can set the upper level of the WPR, which is considered as overbought, indicating that the asset may be overvalued. In the next parameter, we can set the lower level of the WPR here, which is considered as oversold, suggesting that the asset may be undervalued. In the next section, we can enable or disable the alert notification when signals are generated, which by default is disabled but can be turned on if we want to receive notifications. These settings allow us to customize the indicator to better fit our trading strategy and preferences, ensuring that we have the flexibility to adapt to different market conditions and trading styles. If the alert parameter is set to false, the following options will not be functional. However, if we set the alert option to true, an alert will be issued when signals are generated, and in the next parameter we can enable or disable the option to receive alerts as on-screen messages. In this next section, we can enable or disable the option to send alerts to the mailbox, and by enabling this part, we should have already completed the email settings in the options section of the desktop tools. In this next section as well, we can set the status for sending alerts. At the time of receiving signals, we can enable or disable sound notifications, and finally, in the last input, we can specify the audio file related to the sound alert here. Alright friends, we've now reached the end of this indicator tutorial. We would be very happy if you could share your comments, feedback, and suggestions with us in the comments section below.